What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. Still going through this paperwork that the feds released on Tsunami Surf after he was up for bond and he was denied bond as a result of all this new information that they released to the judge pertaining to the seriousness of why he shouldn't be released. From text messages and DMs and incriminating photographs and pictures. Also, what raised the awareness to me is this other person who may have been indicted as a result of having a conversation with Surf on page 6. On page 6 of these documents, right? So if you go to page 6 on the documents, right, it's showing Surf in a conversation with a guy who the feds got under investigation now, who was actually talking to Surf about selling guns. Like, this is a picture of one. So he was telling Surf, this gun right here I give you for, these two guns right here I give you for $1,600. These two, they appear to be Glocks. You know, I give you these two Glocks for $1,600. So it appears that's what he was showing him. You know, he was willing to give him that. And then this other one right here, this another one he was showing, sir. Or he could have this one. You could have this one for like $1,000. You could have this one for $1,000. Give me $1,000. You could have this one for $1,000. So apparently, when the feds now was investigating Surf, and whomever Surf was in contact with, doing to them following him, wiretapping his telephones and his social media, everybody he was in contact with that was doing something illegal or that they was in suspicion of any type of affiliation, the feds now have under investigation. This guy right here, who Surf is talking to, according to these transcripts and paperwork, you have to know he's literally under investigation because he's selling illegal firearms to convicted felons. I'm gonna read some of the notes of what it says right here in page 6 pertaining to this situation, and this is what it says here. It says, significantly, the caption associated with the photos read, "Once you change, you can't change back." Indeed, an apparent associate responded, "Till I'm cold, neighborhood." The investigation has revealed that neighborhood is an abbreviation acronym for neighborhood, in a common way for members and associates of the enterprise to greet each other. As further evidence of Cox, Tsunami Surf, continued involvement in dangerous criminal activity, in April 2021, Cox was captured in an Instagram group chat discussing the purchase of firearms and sending along photographs of these weapons. During the conversations, Cox sent the other participants the following 2 paragraphs. So everybody who he sent this stuff to, who was bargaining on these guns, doing illegal firearm trade, see, this is when the DEA get involved. You get what I'm saying? See, it's things like this. This is where this really hurt him bad. When you're talking about the RICO law and racketeering and gang affiliation and criminal mob organization, where this right here is very damaging. So, and you know, here's the thing, these are the feds, right? So they're going to believe, and this is what they're going to paint in court, that these arms dealings that's going on, even though this might just be some street stuff, see here's the thing, they're not going to never give you the benefit of the doubt. You're not going to get the benefit of the doubt, like, say, for instance, you on the street and one of the homies like, "Hey, I got a 9 for sale I'm trying to get rid of." You'd be like, "Oh, let me see that." "Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll get how much you want for it." They're not going to do that. They're going to keep the part they want, and that makes you look bad. They're not going to take your word for that. They're going to make it seem like this person who just sold you this 9 is the one who sold y'all every other gun y'all got. That's what they're going to paint this picture as, that this is y'all arms dealer. And this is what they're going to charge him with, as being the arms dealer. Now, here's the thing about them putting charges on y'all. You have to beat that. You have to beat it. They don't have to beat it, because they ain't the one being charged with it. They could charge you with whatever. It's up to you to beat it. And this is more than enough evidence and probable cause for them to tie this guy up as being the arms dealer for them. Even if it's to get the person to panic and to break, to get anything out of them that he want to get in them. See, that's the purpose of what they do this for. It's to squeeze people. Like, hold on. We got evidence that you were trying to, they ain't gonna say trying to, they gonna say we got evidence you were selling them firearms. They gonna show them same pictures. Like, hold on. So this ain't your name? This ain't your social media? When they come to him, this ain't your social media? You didn't send him this? You didn't send him these two? You didn't try to sell him this? You didn't try to sell him this? You know this illegal, right? You know he a convicted felon, right? Of course you do. You know that. So you're selling arms to convicted felons, and you illegally selling weapons. You don't have no license. You ain't licensed to sell. There you go. Y'all know that's what happened, right? That's why it's called an investigation. Not only that, this is how you know that this actually really happened too. Let me show you. It's called a superseding. Superseding. Why is it superseding? It's called superseding because there's a lot of people involved, and it's an ongoing indictment because this keep opening up the door to other people. It's scaling the letters and climbing the charts and adding more people to the chart. And it's adding more people to the chart. So it said this person on here, let's read more of what it says. So it says, as further evidence of cops' continued involvement in dangerous criminal activity, in April 2021, Cox was captured in an Instagram group chat discussing the purchase of firearms and sending along photographs of these weapons. So they got the whole conversation with him and this person selling them guns. It says, during the conversation, Cox sent the other participants the following. Now you got others involved. He sent it to others. In other words, now this is where the racketeering even comes in even more. He talking to the arms dealer, then he take it and he give it to other people, and they all in the group chat. What you want? Which one you want? That's not, how much could we get this for? See, that's the conversation. How much could we get this for? Could we? How much could we get this for? What if we gave you this? What if we gave you that? That's all they doing. And what they doing is attributing it to the whole enterprise, the whole organization. They arms dealer and them. Even though this probably just some street stuff, man. They're like, yeah, let me get, okay, I'll buy that gun for you. Y'all are supplying weapons. And this guy got indicted behind it also. Y'all know they don't let that go, right? Y'all they'll be like, well, we just gonna get searched for purchasing them. It's somebody trying to sell them to him. So imagine that. So Surf don't know he under investigation. Surf don't know he under indictment. So one of the guys just hit him up like, hey, I got these guns for sale. Not knowing they calling a wired phone. Surf phone is wired because he under investigation. He been under investigation for the last few years. So while guys just calling him, like, hey, this Surf, yeah, what's up? Hey, I got these guns for sale. Feds them, they on their stakeout like, oh, he talking to an arms dealer. See, they got to make the paperwork look good for their careers. Oh, he talking to the arms dealer. He just called him up. Okay, let's listen. Okay, hey, I'm sending you the pictures right now of all I got to sell. That's 4 different weapons he trying to sell him with the price on it. Talking to Surf. So they got the name, the guns, the prices, and who involved. Then Surf, hold on, let me check with my man now. Matter of fact, we finna all make a group chat and we all finna be talking. So everybody he adding in the group chat, going on the Fed's list. Bop, bop, bop. Which means now you open the Feds up to their telephones, to their social medias now. Because now we want to know who he getting the guns from to actually sell them to Surf them. So now it's other people involved in. Well, okay, we gonna keep watching Surf now. Put a couple guys on this dude. Let's see what his stuff is on. Now we need to see who he getting the gun from. Because 9 times out of 10, after he hang up with Surf, Surf them don't know the conversation going on with him and who he kicking it with. But the Feds already on it. Because now they got his stuff wired. Now, since his stuff is wired, now he calling his guys them when he hung up with Surf them like, hey, I got my man them Surf on board. So now you just opened up another window. Now they like, okay, where he getting the guns from? See, it's called a superseding indictment. That this thing ain't closed. That's the purpose of the indictment. That's why it goes on for year after year, because you opening up more doors. And what they doing is categorizing each indictment so it can stretch out in their careers. Like, oh, election coming up in November. Okay, so we got the DA, we got we got district attorney, we got the new mayor, we got the new chief, we got all this. See, it's politics. Okay, so we've been watching the Neighborhood Crips for the past 3 years. Okay, so how many of them all? Okay, so we got like 50 of them in all. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do the first 9. We're going to go pick up the first 9 during election in November when the mayor is being elected. So we're going to get the first 9 for that. Then in March, when the chief of police or such and such up, we're gonna get 12 more on that. See, they don't just do it all because they got to keep it going for themselves. They got to keep it going for themselves. All they doing is pulling the switch. All they doing is pulling the switch. And these person just got indicted. So this is definitely somebody who didn't know Surf was being indicted by the police and was being monitored. And whoever was involved in that group chat is now on the Fed's indictment list. And the person who was sending these pictures of these guns and selling them, this person is now on the indictment too. That's common sense. And it's just like that. And for a lot of these people in battle rap who don't know y'all know who y'all is. I don't know it. Look, I don't know if he was talking to, I don't know who he was talking to or what he was talking to y'all about. Y'all know, y'all on that list. Y'all being investigated. Make no mistake about it. Y'all are being investigated. Make no mistake about it. Then they say this about it. These appear to be screenshots of electronic messages with an individual involved in the sale of firearms in particular. The semi-automatic rifle depicted therein. He then discussed these photographs with his co-defendant, Amir Warden. See, Amir, this also going to be in Amir Warden stuff, a.k.a. Killer Warden, who used the Instagram handle Bossman stamps. See that? So Amir caught up in this too, because Amir indicted. So Amir in this too. This being used against Amir too. That's how they get them to play each other against each other. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that definitely is an indictment. That guy got put on the indictment list. No doubt. No doubt. Then it goes on to say, Both Cox and Warden are felons. See, that's where the arm dealer who actually selling the gun, that's going to hurt them more. Both Cox and Warden are felons who are prohibited from possessing firearms. See, ignorance is no excuse for the law. That means the guy can't say, I ain't know I couldn't do this. Okay, and you still broke the law. Ignorance is no excuse for the law. You still being charged with it. Your ignorance don't mean nothing because you should have knew better before you got involved. It says this. According to the nature and circumstances of this offense, as well as the strength of the evidence of Cox's long-standing association with the enterprise, weigh heavily in favor of continued detention, of holding him and keeping him. So there you have it, man. This definitely opened up for another indictment, man. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's like I said, it's finna get ugly, man. That being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth.